Good morning, grade 5. So I hope you are well. Today we will be doing social science. So I want you to get your social science textbook as well as your workbook ready for me. So we're going to start with geography. Now, the first activity is on page 41. Now, it's a case study about building a road, and then you have activity 13 that you need to do. So let's read the case study together. This is a picture of a road that has been built in the Eastern Cape. It goes from a place that is high on the Ukalamba Drakensberg escarpment down to a town in the hills near Mthatha. So this is the road from Drakensberg to the town Mthatha. Okay, then the second picture is a steep rocky slope where excavates to make space for the road. So the road goes through the forest. Deep holes were dug into the ground to hold the construction pillars. So there you can see the road busy sort of in construction that they made. And then the third picture is a truck transporting the wood down the mountain. So people on the escarpment grows many trees. They cut down these trees so that they can sell the wood. They need to get the logs from the tree down to the town below. This is why the road was built. So now you have activity 13. You need to use the information to answer the questions about people and places. So the first question is, what important human activity do people at the top of the road do? So that would be in picture 3. And then you're going to say what happened. What do they do? What do they grow up there? Then number 2, use your own words to explain why the road was built. Why do you think they built the road from the top of the mountain to go down to the town? And then number 3, name 2 ways in which the road has changed the mountain slope. So how did it change the mountain slope? Okay, so what's the slope? It's steep or even. So do you think that it changed, and why do you think the mountain slope changed? Because of the road. Then we go to history, which is on page 127. So let's just quickly look at the new words. Spoils is a share of the things taken by force in a war or hunt. Pendant is a piece of jewelry that hangs around the neck. And a network is the interconnected system of people. Okay, hunting provided meat, ivory, fur, and skin for trade. The chief decided who would get the spoils from the hunt. He also claimed part of the spoils for himself. Elephant ivory was in great demand amongst African farmers. Farmers who lived near areas where herds of elephants were found traded ivory with other farming communities. Ivory was a symbol of power and could only be worn by a chiefly family. Ivory was made into armbands and pendants. Now, ivory is sort of like the tusk of the elephant, okay? And they would make that into jewelry. Important families wore skin and beautiful fur. Leopard fur, for example, was a symbol of power, and only important men and chiefs could wear it. This practice can still be seen amongst traditional leaders today. The San were part of the hunting trade network. They trapped and hunted animals for their skin and fur and exchanged these for metal items. So there we have a picture, and you have to answer the following questions about that picture. So you are going to do activity 12. Now you need to look at the drawing, and then you're going to write down the correct label. Which label, so A, B, or C, is the elephants, the young men, and the deep pits. So basically, these men chased the animals, the wild animals, which were the elephants, to these deep pits that they dug. Then the elephants will fall in, and then they were able to catch them and kill them for their ivory. Okay. So then you need to, at number 2, say what ivory is used for. Number 3, what were the skins and fur used for? Number 4, why do you think the San wanted tools made of iron? So that you would sort of recall some memory from the previous week's work. Then number 5, what did the San do to get tools made from iron? And number 6, how could you tell by looking at him that a man was from an important family? Now all of these answers are in this little passage that I just read on page 127. So that is all you have to do for social science. If you have any questions, remember you can WhatsApp me at any time or you can leave your questions for our Zoom session.